There's a quiet shift that happens in leadership long before the team feels its effects. It begins when a leader's idealism, which was once a source of energy and hope for the team, becomes detached from the lived reality of the people leaders serve. This moment is idealism without wise counsel, when vision floats free from reality and no one dares to tether it. It's not that the leader becomes malicious or uncaring, it's that their passion becomes insulated, and insulation always leads to distortion. Leaders often underestimate how deeply human their organizations are. We talk about systems, structures, and strategies as if they're repairing engines. But our organizations are primarily human endeavors, meant to foster human thriving when they operate at their best. People don't walk into our teams as blank slates. They bring histories, insecurities, hopes, and wounds. When leaders ignore this, when they demand that people keep emotions out of it, they unintentionally dehumanize the very people they rely on. This is where the wisdom gap begins to widen. A leader becomes convinced that their idealism is enough, that their clarity of vision compensates for their lack of listening. They begin to see dissent as disloyalty, questions as obstacles, and feedback as a threat. And slowly the team begins to stop speaking, not because they agree, but because they can no longer feel safe. The tragedy is that the leader often believes they're doing the right thing. Like Don Quixote, they charge forward with conviction, unaware that they're fighting windmills. Their intentions are noble, but their perception is skewed. They become their own worst enemy because their noble intentions are undermined by their inability to see the world as it really is. The antidote is not less passion, it's more humility. Humility reopens the ears. It restores curiosity. It reminds leaders that wisdom is not something they possess, but something that they receive. Wisdom is the currency of humility, and without humility, leaders become empty-headed because of their arrogance. Humility is not weakness. It's the discipline of staying teachable. It's the willingness to ask, what am I not seeing? Who can help me understand this better? It's the courage to let others shape the vision rather than carrying it alone. When leaders listen, teams breathe again. Creativity returns, trust rebuilds, and the mission becomes something shared rather than imposed. Idealism becomes grounded, not diminished, and the wisdom gap begins to close.